Hi everyone, welcome back. Let's write some more Leetcode today. Today we are solving longest consecutive sequence. So the problem states that we are given an unsorted array of integer nums, and we want to return the length of the longest consecutive element sequence. So in this problem, consecutive just means it's one number above the number on its own. So consecutively, we want to return the longest sequence. So some people may think that we can loop through each element, and at each element, we can just add the element by one and continue doing that until it no longer has a sequence. However, that approach would be O of n squared time. So we will need a faster time. Or some people may think that we can sort the array and iterate through the array, and at each element, if the next element is one greater, then we increase the max streak. So right here, in this example, the max streak will be 4, but the time complexity of this will be n log n because we have to sort the entire array, even though we only have to iterate through the array once. So that is still not fast enough because the problem states that we must write an algorithm that runs in O of n time. So how can we solve this problem? So one way that we can increase the time complexity is that we can convert the array into a set, and then we will loop through the set, but we're not going to check every element in the set because that may take O of n squared time. Instead, we will only iterate through the ones that are the start of the streak, such as the number 1. So for example, we don't need to check 2 because we know the longest streak will not start at 2, so we can just check 1 only. And how do we verify that? Is that each time we get to a number, we can subtract the number by 1, and if that number is not in the set, then we know that it's the start of the streak, and then we can check through that number. Otherwise, we can just skip it. So let's go through this example. So 100 subtract by 1 is 99, so we can check this one. 100 add 1 is 101, not in the set, so the streak is 1. The max streak currently is 1. 4 minus 1 is 3. 3 is in the set, so we skip it. 200 minus 1 is 199, so we can check this one. 200 plus 1, 201, not in the set, so the streak is still 1. 1 minus 1 is 0, not in the set, so we can check this one. 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 1 is 4, 4 plus 1 is 5, not in the set, and the streak of that was 4. And now we look at 3, 3 minus 1 is 2, 2 is in the set, so we skip it. Now we look at 2, 2 minus 1 is 1, 1 is in the set, so we skip it. And the time complexity of this would be O of n, because we need to loop through the entire set. And so the n is the length of the set. And the space complexity of this would be O of n as well, because we need to create this set. And n signifies the length of the array. So the set could be the length of the array. So now let's get to the coding part. So first we're going to change the array to a set, and we can call it num set. So num set equals set of nums. And then we're going to set the streak variable to 0. We'll call it longest. Longest equals to 0. And now we're going to loop through the set. So for num and num set, and if we're going to subtract it by 1, if the number minus 1 is not in the set, then we know that it's the beginning of the streak, so we can check it. So length will equal to 1. And then we will keep adding by 1 until the number is not in num set. So while num plus length in num set, length we'll just add it by 1, and when it's no longer in the num set, then we update the maximum streak. So longest equals max of longest and length, and when we are done, we can just return longest. So yeah, let me see if there's any typos. Okay, let's see if it works. Okay, perfect. Hope this was helpful. I thank you all for watching. If you have any questions or concerns or comments, feel free to leave it down in the comments section below, and I hope to see you all again soon.